is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
It's time to get real. Get real. Talking about the things you wanna hear. It's time to get real. Get real. We got it all right here. It's time to get real. Get real. Better buckle up, get set. It's time to get real. Get real. We got it all right here. Come on. Whoa. Whoa.
Ayan, magandang gabi from New York City, broadcasting live here from New York and of course through our PHLV radio channel in Las Vegas. Isa na namang episode sana kung makikita natin si Direk Rommel today, but just the same, I would like to greet everybody a very good evening and sana okay kayo dyan sa Philippines and medyo balita ko sa Pilipinas daw ay naka-lockdown. AFP Reserve Command, of course, of Home Camp in the Philippines is on a lockdown because of the COVID cases. I hope you guys are doing okay. And syempre, hindi naman magsisimula ang episode na to kung wala ang aking partner, ang aking co-host na maganda, aka Tita Ganda. Welcome on the show.
Hello, Cici Lalabs. Ayan. Good evening po sa lahat ng mga nandyan na viewers natin from New York, Illinois at good morning, Philippines.
Oo, kumusta ka naman, Cici?
Okay naman, I'm so much better. Wala nang COVID. Thank God, fully recovered. O, diba? Ikaw, how about you? Kumusta naman ang weather dyan?
Okay naman. Okay. Okay is alright. Weather is kind of okay. Still manageable. Hindi kagaya like a couple of years back na by this time sobrang hard winter na. Maano pa rin sa 30 degrees, minsan nag-50s. Okay na okay. You can still go out without, freezing. Pero masaya, this past couple of days, it's been a very great week for me. Happy, hindi ba nababakas sa aking pagmumukha na
yes.
I'm so much, diba?
Super
so much
blooming. Diba?
Oo nga, super
Iba
blooming.
Talaga. Ang lakas makabata ng blooming, no?
Ang lakas makabata ng in love. Pero bago ang
years younger.
Oo, bamati ka muna ng mga nanonood kasi parang frozen na yung aking screen at ako'y babalik sa'yo.
Ayan. Siyempre, mag-hello tayo. Good morning sa bagong gising na si Jingle Bell, diba, na ating kaibigan dyan. At nandito din si Mickey D, MCK, aka Baby Shark. At nandito ang ating kapatid na si Mia. Hello sa inyo. Good morning. At salamat naman sinasamahan nyo kami dito. Ayan, please share the link. Ayan na, nawala na si Boss Lalabs. Good morning naman sa inyo guys. Ano bang di-discuss natin ngayong araw na to? Medyo may nag-MIA sa atin. But we're here. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang show natin, ang palabas natin dito sa Get Real TV. And hope everyone is having a good day. Iwas tayo sa sakit. Keep safe and stay healthy. Lalo na ngayon, level 3 pa rin ang, Manila, right? Ng COVID. Due to Omicron, please guys, be safe. I've been through it. Hindi madaling magkaroon ng COVID. Napakahirap po. And, I had to be off work for almost 3 weeks. At nandito ang aking sister na si Paula. Hello sa'yo. Love you too. Ayan, sabi ni Baby Shark, love you daw. Tita G talaga. Ayan. But everyone, like I said, kailangan natin ng iba yung pag-iingat during this time. It's flu season, especially dito sa amin sa US. Flu season ngayon. So, ang hirap na panatiliin na healthy tayo. But, we have to do what we gotta do para naman tumaas ang ating immune system at maiwasan ng sakit. Dito sa Illinois, medyo mataas. Grabe kasi, iniwan mo talaga ako, diba? I love you so much.
Pinakabalang kita ng konti. Ayan, nawala na naman yung Nawala na naman ako. Wag mo na kasi muna sila tumawag. Pag tumatawag kasi nawawala ako sa ere. My God.
Ayan.
Anyway, medyo mataas ang COVID cases and dito sa New York, the situation is balik na naman that they're wearing face masks as usual, they're checking on the vaccine cards already, and it was my first time actually to go out and check on, for dental appointment. Talagang
I don't know. Well, para sa akin na yung vaccination card ko din sa mga nakakaalam dyan. I think bina-validate na nila and you have to request from CDC yung card registration. I'm not sure if it's true because I work at a medical office, so I've seen a few of our patients na nag-present ng card nila. And it's printed now. Parang typewritten, hindi na katulad dati na
nasulat.
Lang.
Well, siguro for the ones who got the vaccine in the United States. Ako kasi as per my case, I did my vaccination sa Philippines. So, there's no way how they can validate and check on it. But
that's true.
Actually domestically, they require the vaccine card. Pero in the absence of it, you need to have at least a 72-hour COVID test, para to present prior departure. Kailangan may fresh na COVID testing results. So medyo na naman ni sila ngayon. Before it wasn't like
I know
really
that you're
like
gonna travel, right? You're gonna travel around the US only. Would they require an RT-PCR now?
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay,
an RT-PCR.
Para alam ng lahat.
Least,
kasi usually before pagka international lang ang mga flights mo eh. But this time even no matter where you go, no, from one state to another na ngayon, so requirement na ang RT-PCR. Okay.
Medyo nakakatakot. Anyway, sana makapasok ang ating special na bisita pero parang nakatulog na siya. Pero
at habang naging naman, 5 o'clock na in the morning.
Nangyayari, di ba? Pero okay lang. At least magkaroon tayo ng time mag-chit-chat, just the two of us. Pero very timely kasi dahil napakarami nating na-observe ngayon. Yan ang tinatawag nating online dating, online love affair, at meron bang happily ever after.
At
so
bago natin i-continue, greet lang natin si Malena Dagala who's here right now. Thank you so much,
Hello. Of course, nabati mo na sila, nandiyan na sila. Hindi ko alam kung nakikita ko ba yung mga super friends.
Alam mo ba, Sisi, nalilito ako kung tatawagin ko bang Emmanuel, MCQ, or MCK, o Baby Shark. Si Baby Shark, nalilito na. Diba?
Well, we should actually start calling him Emmanuel because soon, he'll be releasing his first single under my music label here in New York, and we are calling him Emmanuel. Parang angel na angel.
Hindi pa tayo nagsisimula, nagko-comment na siya ng walang forever. O sige, i-discuss natin yan, diba?
Forever. Well, okay. First of all, let's see. Okay, tumatawag na naman sila. Huwag mo na ninyo akong tawagan, guys.
Oo nga, super busy. Tanggalin na kasi ang messenger dyan.
Saglit lang. So anyway,
manood na lang sila para masaya, di ba?
Oo. So anyway, the reason why I picked that topic right now kasi dahil sa parehas natin mundong ginagalawan sa Star Maker, and tingnan lang natin kasi what's going on and what's happening while Doc Rommel is trying to figure out kung magigising ba siya o hindi. But I know a lot of our viewers would be able to relate to this topic kasi madami naman ayan, nawala ka, nasan ka na, nandito pa ba ako?
Dito ako. Hold on. Sorry.
Would be able to relate to our topic tonight, and that is online dating, online relationships, and saan ito patutungo. So ikaw mas matagal ka na saan? Mas matagal ka na sa Star Maker or any other app na meron kang nakita. Is this for real? Is this happening?
It happens. Like sa family lang ng Star Maker, no? Wag na tayong lumayo since pareho tayo nasa Star Maker right now. Sa family ko lang, may mga back in the days, during the time na nasa isang pampa ko, may mga ligawan na issue na nangyayari. And then it turned out, may mga consequences pala na nakaakibat doon. May mga ang hirap kasi Sisi ang hirap nung ganon kasi you don't really know the person that well. Di ba? Hindi mo sila alam personally and you don't know if they're telling the truth or not.
Ano muna tayo? Backtrack muna tayo. When do you start feeling something towards a person? Be it, developing friendship, di ba? Okay, kaibigan, di ba? Or online relationships that includes across the board friends, relationships or happily ever after. So, paano mo muna mapipinpoint or ma-identify na, oops, I feel something? Ano yung mga first or early signs of it?
Ay, andyan si Sir Rafi. Hello, Sir Rafi. Good morning sa'yo. But to answer your question, mahirap talagang magsabi na ipipinpoint. Kasi in my case, I'm a broadcaster. So, ang daming nagpupunta na mga viewers mo, audience. So it's really hard to determine if they're just starting to get fond of you or ito ba is something that are really interested in you or you know what I mean? Parang ang hirap i-identify right at that moment when So depende yon when bigla na lang siguro may iba na magpa-private message sa'yo through the app. And kung kumustahin ka, sometimes yun ang start kasi, di ba? Mangungumusta. Then, you gotta follow through on that. And, converse. Di ba? Text, chat.
So that starts with a conversation. Diba? It starts with a conversation. Whether you do it on your live shows or when they private message you. It starts with a conversation. Gaano kahabang conversation? God knows gaano kahaba. Ilang araw, ilang buwan na nagkakaroon ng conversation. Kailan mo na-feel na pumipintig or pumipitik na there is something. I know you've experienced that a little bit.
A little bit, pero ang hirap kasi I block them. Hindi, not that binablock ko sila sa app, but I block that thought. Hindi ko kasi minsan, di ba, when you follow through on that, para kasing parang you're leading on the person. So ako, I'm being careful with that na if you're conversing, trying to be friends with me, sige. Pero pag medyo sa smell na ako, medyo, tumitigil hanggang mag-fade away yung conversation. But then again, when they see you and nakita mo naman ang intention nila is really to just make friends with you, then sige, tuloy natin yung conversation. But as long as they know that you don't entertain that thought, siguro naman mapipick up nila yun, diba? That, you're not interested because you stop at that or you just never discuss it.
Okay.
How about in your part? How would you identify that?
This is the first time, in fact, that I got into an app.
Sandali lang,
such as
may
this.
nagko-comment. Sabi ni Sir Rafi, ang agang usapang pag-ibig niyan. Diba?
Hindi naman. Kasi very, very rampant siya these days. Dahil we hang out a lot sa Star Maker at napakadami nating mga nakikita dyan. Hindi lang basta red flags, ligwak na, sabi ni sabi ni
diba?
Bibong Adele Funyo, walang forever, pero may stay together. Ayan. Sabi naman ni Daddy Rafael, ni Emmanuel, red flags, ligwak na agad. Well, okay. So, because based on my own personal experience, I've encountered a lot, just like you, as a broadcaster. Madaming naaaliw, pupunta sa live. Mafe-feel mo if there are sincere followers, just like enjoying you on a daily basis. Kasi di ba, may mga schedules tayo naman, nagbo-broadcast tayo doon. So, nagiging parte tayo ng almusal nila or ng tanghalian, ng hapunan nila, di ba? And that is like, overwhelming. Ako, personally, na-overwhelm ako. Nagkakaroon ng pitik yung puso ko na, wow, nakakatuwa naman. And then, when they are very, very expressive about what they feel about you or what they watch, during your live broadcast, at tapos nakaka-receive ka ng personal message, yun nagiging personalized na ng konti yung
let's admit to the fact na kinikilig din naman tayo as broadcasters that someone's complimenting you, diba? Parang ang sarap sa pakiramdam na someone's admiring you.
Nakakakilig. bukod sa nakakakilig, nakaka-inspire to do that on a daily basis. Kasi hindi biro yun. It's just like you're sitting for 3 hours and just like shooting anything under the sun, singing, talking, chit-chatting. And when you're, when you are doing your PKs or, when you do that when you go up, on someone else's life, nakakatuwa kasi na-overwhelmed din sila. But then, when it starts getting personalized, like friends, say for example, what happened between you and I and Baby Shark and the rest of the entire Sakalam, we call it Sakalam, the fantastic friends.
The Sakalam friends.
Oo, may pitik na wow, nakakatuwa naman ang friendship, 'di ba? Na nag-grow, tapos it gets, yun nga, sabi ko, personalized, and then it's drawing your emotions to these people whom you've never met or you will never meet. I don't know, diba, kung kailan, dahil from many different parts of the world. But then, on the flip side, meron yung talagang ultra personal na, hey, I watched you on your live. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you more.
Yes.
Oo,
may magsasabi, you're gorgeous, or like, you're so hot, mga ganyan. Nakaranas ka na ba ng mga comments? So pag nag-comment na gano'n, I'm like, okay, thank you for the compliment. That's all I say. And then exactly. I don't go further, You
don't go crazy. Ako hindi, kinikilig ako, nagpapakita talaga ako sa screen. Kinikilig ako.
Diyos ko, ang lakas, parang ang lakas makahaba ng hair, ang lakas makaganda, di ba?
Exactly.
To hear comments or read comments like that.
Oo, sabi nga ni, hello, Maria Cruz Taro, sabi ni Emmanuel, I got 140 viewers a while ago. Asan yung 160? Asan yung 60?
Asan yung 60 plus? Ewan natin. Singilin mo sila, Baby Shark.
Oo, sabi nila nakakawala na daw ng stress at nakakakilig, sabi ni Daddy Raf. Because Daddy Raf is also broadcasting. And everyone, I think, is here also broadcasting. So, it just happened to me very recently. And, alam mo yun, nasa speechless ako kasi napaka-expressive nila online. When you get that, nag-express sila ng kanilang mga feelings online, parang, huy, ano ba to? Is this for real? Or wala lang? Or mga trip-trip lang? And then you analyze and sit after your live show. What's happening to me? Why suddenly do I get to, engage myself in something na, kasi naging guiding principle ko yun when I joined, diba, sabi ko naman sa'yo, when I joined Star Maker, I told myself that I would never be in a relationship or fall in love with someone who will I meet sa Star Maker. Diba? Pero maganda yung nangyari, diba? Parang, suddenly the tables have been turned and medyo may konting joy.
And plus, the fact that you get to know the person is the most, diba, that you could do for yourself to protect yourself as well. You can't be, going for it without even thinking of the consequences.
Sobrang dami ng filters na kailangan mong gawin. And sobrang...
Yes, and you will notice that. For sure. You will notice that eventually kasi, kasi ako I'm a conversationalist, if you happen to know, no? Lalo na sa live ko, mahilig ako mag-interact, mahilig ako mag-engage sa mga bisita natin and all that. And, having said that, minsan napapansin mo na lang na interesado ba talaga to or gusto na lang niyang pag-usapan yung mga same things ng paulit-ulit. Medyo nakaka-turn off yung ganon.
But I get a question. Siyempre, di ba, we still, though they're online, we still look for qualities that we look for people in real life. Di ba? Baka naman, malay mo, di ba? Like if you live in the same country.
Nagkakatot kita kasi may nagsasabi dito sa Sir Rafi, sabi niya, ang tweet nila kagabi sa live ko. Haha, sabi niya, talaga ba, Sir Rafi? O, diba?
Tahimik ka dyan, Daddy Ram.
Parang may ibubuking tayo dito, ha? Grabe siya.
What I'm saying is, nakakatuwa kasing isipin na etong playground na to, nagkakaroon ng konting linaw when it comes to reality of life. Why all of a sudden you meet people, whether they're friends, or kaya tayo, we're planning to meet up in November, diba? May grand meetup tayo. And I think dati, ang mga super friends, headed by Captain Tyler D and of course, ang Lodi ng Bayan, yan si Daddy Rap, nagkakaroon ng meetup yung mga fans. If somebody comes home, sa kabilang access mule, if somebody comes home from the United States or from elsewhere, nagmi-meet up para magkakilala-kilala and become really good friends. Yun yung ano doon. Pero itong love affair or online dating, parang naging online dating na siya. And then suddenly it'll develop into something outside.
Alam
diba?
mo, kasi naniniwala ako sa meeting up the person. Kung virtual, para sa akin yung virtual kasi na, dating online and stuff like that you happen to not know this person. Parang it's surreal for me. Although, nandun yung fact that kinikilig tayo, nag-e-enjoy tayo sa conversation or sa company ng isa't isa. But then, I think the best thing that you do is to really meet up this person. Then, that's when you can tell.
You move further.
Oo, or kung meron ba talaga na feelings ka. Kasi, minsan, sa totoo lang, pag naka-online, they're all like acting up, or acting it out that they're so they're this person. 'Di ba? May persona sila na they are this person. And then pag nakita mo in person, na-meet mo sila in person, iba pala. 'Di ba? May mga qualities ka kasi na even though you're saying na you have to embrace his whole being or her whole being. Ano pa rin, hypocritical pa rin sa akin yun in a way. Yes, you embrace. But then, I mean, ito lang naman, case-to-case basis. But when you do it virtually, okay, kinikilig ganyan. Oh, this is how he is. I have to embrace that in him. Yung flaws, love the person unconditionally. Pero iba talaga yung pag nakita mo na may mga turn-offs siya in person. Diba? Ang
exactly.
Hirap, kaya mahirap.
So,
mahirap mag-fall.
Okay, what about? Kasi, okay, for example, nasa Saudi Arabia, nasa Pilipinas, may contract. Alam mo yun? And that is already a long-distance relationship. And at the same time, online. Diba? When do you set deadlines? Loving a person na sobrang tagal. Kunyari, 3 years pa yung kontrata mo, 3 years pa silang hindi magkikita. Diba?
Right, so, exactly.
And then uuwi ka sa Pilipinas and then it's not the person who you expected the person to be.
But I must say though, I know someone that met sa Star Maker and really I want to contact them because it's so inspiring na pag talagang tinadhana, may someone that's destined, for you to be with for a lifetime. Dumadating talaga. I mean, it doesn't happen to everyone, but this this couple, paano ba to? Nag-meet up kami sa Star Maker, had a conversation, and then I found out that, he's dating, or pinakilala niya sa akin yung fiancé niya, and I thought magkakilala sila sa same area, or magkatrabaho or something like that. No, we met online, or we met here sa Star Maker, sabi nila. Sabi niya, and then he proposed, and now they're married.
Oh, so diba? Tingnan mo yan. That's a real life situation. But then siguro out of 100, ilan yung nagsasucceed? Ilan yung
exactly
nag-go through? What is the ratio of people who's like reality versus fairy tale? Kasi everything online is just a fairy tale. Kasi kagaya nga ng interview ko kay Captain Tyler D doon sa isang show namin sa What's the Point, 3 beses siyang na-fall, 3 beses din siya nagbasyo. The same, all online. Diba? Parang, hello. Parang
na-trauma na yata si Boss Tyler doon, no?
Oo. So, I mean, okay, let's premise it this way. You feel strongly about someone whom you've never met. And then, set a deadline for yourself that you'd be able to meet this person. Hanggang saan? Hanggang gaano katagal? Or gaano kabilis?
Really, like you said, diba? It's a case-to-case basis, again, because depende sa work, depende on the location, depende sa kung ano yung meron sila. And
Mhm.
kung saan na yung, what do you call it, like yung gano'n na katagal or gano'n na yung foundation ng relationship that they're building, although it's virtual, online, mahirap pa rin sabihin na, what do you call that? Mahirap pa rin sabihin na, okay, eto, kailangan mag-set tayo ng deadline. Mag-set tayo ng limit. Because circumstances-wise, hindi natin ma-predict Hindi natin masabi when and how you guys are gonna meet up. Due to, especially now, di ba, napapanahon ang pandemic. So there's limitations to, and restrictions, I must say, to how you could travel, when, and how you're gonna do
Sige.
it.
Wag na natin ilayo. So what about those people, for example, who live in the same country, Philippines? So they're both in Manila, or for example, one is in Manila and one is in
Yes.
Cebu, or one is something, a place where they can travel by land, 'di ba? Ano 'yon? Pahabain mo, there are 2 cents for me. Pahabain muna natin yung conversation. Mag-usap muna tayo. Tignan natin if our wavelengths or our feelings and everything about us would make the perfect fit. Put the pieces together. Or magkita muna tayo and then let us grow that feeling. Ano
Well,
para sa'yo?
if you're capable of doing it, na mag-meet up kayo before building a relationship, diba? Kasi yun nga, like I said, depende yun pag nagkita kayo, how you're gonna feel about each other. Kasi pagka sa virtual, kilig-kiligan lang kayo, ganyan, yung mga pa-sweet nothings and all this. But really, in reality, how are you? Diba? How are you towards a partner? How are you as a person, let's say, na nagkita kayo? Diba? May mga certain qualities kasi
May
na,
mga
let's
awkward
face it.
moments kaya. Alam mo
Oo,
yun? Yung pagka nag-meet kayo,
exactly. Pero, di ba, katulad ito, sa friendship, let's go sa friendship. Huwag muna tayong lumayo. No? Si Baby Shark, Emmanuel, nagkita na kami. Si Arloy, nagkita na kami. Si Mami Christy, nagkita na kami sa Philippines when pati si Thaddeus, nagkita rin kami dun sa Philippines. And we hit it off as if we've known, all of us for a long time. Ang sarap sa pakiramdam na wala kaming tinanong, parang hindi kami naging awkward sa isa't isa. Basta parang family na ang tagal-tagal yung hindi nagkita na family and your bonding. Ganun, di ba?
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, pero hindi ko ma-determine ano yung klaseng, kasi 'di ba pagka may na-meet ka in person and then na-fall in love ka, kinakabahan ka, 'di ba, when you meet that person. And then pero dito pag sa online, parang pag nakikita mo dahil nag-show ka or you live in the same country, biglang nagkakaroon ng spark, nagkakaroon ng joy. Oh my God, ano ba? Parang gano'n, like, okay, is this happening for real? And then suddenly, it changes your entire perspective of your day, your daily routine. My routine with you guys, my friends, ba? Meron tayong minsan sineset na oras, yung ganito oras na ng chikahan natin, oras na ng updating with each other. If we can't do a phone call, nandoon yan. Pero how do you protect yourself from a potential fraud?
That's the problem. If you don't know how to, mahirap.
Yes. Kasi everything is a game. Everybody are very good actors and actresses. I've met like a couple of people like a month or two back, and I'm just like, wow, overwhelmed by the way they flatter you or they tell you so and so. They're very expressive on their live shows,
and suddenly, that's where expectation versus reality falls, diba? Kasi yung expectations mo, while you're on virtual dating, ang daming lumalabas, but then pag nag-meet kayo, you see the reality because you're expecting something, but the reality is, diba, hindi pala siya yung tao na yun. Anyway, batiin muna natin ang ating mga bisita dito. Nandito si Chuchay. Ayan, isa sa mga kapamilya natin ng TKSF family. Hello sa TKSF family. At nandyan ang kapatid ko. And by the way, yung ate ko nagsabi noon, expectation versus reality. Ang hirap talaga, diba?
Sabi nga, you have communication, but still you need to meet each other. Yung isa naman, magkakaroon ng spark kasi kinikilig ka sa isang tao. Pero may mga taong pinapaibig ka lang para masaktan ka lang or pinapaasa o nagpapa-fall. My God!
Or, di ba, wag na tayong lumayo. Pinapakilig ka kasi nakikita nila na yun ang weakness mo, is kiligin ka. Di ba?
Oo. Kaya mag-ingat kayo dyan, guys. Ako, fact check. There are certain factors only because there are broadcasters not only in Star Maker, kahit sa Facebook may ganyan yan. Pag ang dami niyang followers, ang dami niyang mga page, ang dami niyang TikTok, YouTube, everything else, they fall in love with the things that you do, but they don't fall in love with the person. 'Di ba? Tingnan natin 'yun, and then due diligence to do background check when it comes to meet up na. Baka naman isang psycho na yung i-meet up mo, di ba?
Nako, magaling ako na investigador, kaya hindi kayo lulusot sa akin. Kaya ayan, binawarningan ko na ngayon pa lang.
Oo, kasi
kaya ko kayong hulihin.
Kasi somebody once asked me, can I have your address? Because I want to send you something. Sisip ko, why am I giving my address to some random stranger who I've never met? Diba? So I go, I'm so sorry. I don't give my address away. And then some ask me, oh, you're in the United States. Can I get your telephone number? Yun, okay lang. Makakapagbigay ako if the guy is, I think, very interesting or very polite to hold a conversation because natuwa siya sa live. Kasi during our lives, di ba, ako specifically, meron akong particular topic on a daily basis. Sometimes it touches the heart of the people. I swear to God, sa isang account ko dati, before I lost the original account.
I know. That's so sad.
I would receive a lot of messages, boys and girls alike, na, hey, I like what I heard about your advices to this so-and-so, and I've watched you, and it's pretty amazing, and it's inspiring. You continue to inspire us every morning. So, madami kang marireceive na ganun. But then, if somebody gets too personal na, hey, I really like to get to know you better, it's like, okay. ang haba ng hair ko.
Alam mo, meron akong kasi, ang comment ko dyan there's always a perfect timing for that. Right now is not the right time. So let's get to know each other. I don't know you on a personal level, so I can't really, trust you all the way. I could share some thoughts or, like about me, but I cannot go further,
Sabi ni Jingle, oh well, just act like you don't trust but don't stay reserved kahit kinikilig. Protect your peace at all costs. Mag-iingat either totoo o hindi ang nararamdaman according to Daddy Love. Check nyo lahat. Pa-NBI, gano'n.
Sabi naman ni Emmanuel, it's ego boosting for them. They feel superior if may napaibig sila or may makontrol sila. And then sabi naman ni Sir Rafi, naalala ko sa Star Maker, so funny, sabi, sir, follow back please. Haha, follow back pala. Meaning noon, naibigay ko ang Facebook account. Madaming nabig. Ngayon madaming nabig, diba?
But then, ako kunyari, sa case ko, like I had several invitations from people coming from New York City or nearby na, hey, since you're in the East Coast, why not meet up for coffee and all that. Parang hindi ako naging ready na to meet up someone na kahit na matagal na kaming nag-uusap or nagchichikahan, parang hindi ako ready na makipagkita kasi mafe-feel mo pala yung sincerity nung isang tao.
Yes.
Though that person is very expressive, telling you, oh my God, I love you to death. I love you so much. And then they call you names. There was one day, Sherlene, when I asked people, like, if you were to be my boyfriend, what would be the term of endearment that you would give to me? And everybody was like throwing, you're me boss babe, boss lalabs, boss this, your love, your honey, and all that. So it was like, wow. And then they started sending me PMs and all that. But then, makikita mo yung sincerity. Yun din pala yun. At the bottom end, it is the heart of the person, no matter how far the distance is. It'll send you, it'll draw your soul to that person who you are talking to. Kahit nag-uusap kayo sa telephone or nag-uusap kayo via chat or Facebook Messenger, the genuineness of the person who you are dealing with, magiging magiging evident siya masyado, magsasurface siya.
And also, if you notice, no, ang gaan ng conversation, 'di ba? Na parang walang nagpre-pretend, you just go with the flow and you could talk about everything under the sun, pretty much is what I'm trying to say, Ganun, ang sarap ng ganung feeling na may mamimit ka online na nakakapalagayan mo ng loob. And that happens, not only sa love life, but also sa friendship.
Exactly.
There are people that, you gain trust, and also, same way sa'yo na nagigain din nila yung trust mo because they show that in you. But it doesn't happen overnight where lahat na shinare mo na, for everyone to know the next day.
Bukas naka-broadcast na yung buong story mo sa party room. Diba?
Diba? Alam na lahat.
Alam na ng lahat. And it's just so funny because on a day-to-day basis, siguro over 100 people, you meet every single day. At merong mga regulars who would watch you, parang kagaya dito sa PHLV radio, meron tayong mga regulars na who would watch us. We send the link and they'll be there to join us at pagsama-sama tayo dyan. Pero meron pala talagang tinatawag nilang budol. Ayan, yung case na yan na tinatawag nilang.
Hindi mo pala alam yon. Kaya sabi mo, what's budol? Ayun ang budol. Diba?
First time I've ever heard about it.
Meron din budol sa pag-ibig, diba? Papainlawin ka tapos budol na pala. Iba palang agenda. Ang sakit, diba?
Whatever that is, Star Maker and any app for that matter, it's supposed to be a fun place, to be. At sana magkaroon tayo ng responsibility in using the application, not only just making it for fun, but then to be very, very careful in playing with people's minds. Kasi minds muna
that's on us though. That's on us. As people that use the app, you also have to know when to set boundaries. Kasi yun ang pinaka-importante doon. You cannot be trusting this person. Kasi, believe it or not, there are people who are so good at doing that. Trying to gain your trust, diba? Ang daming tao na talagang ang gagaling, the best actor and actresses around, na talagang kung hindi ka nag-iisip, you'd fall doon sa bait nila, So don't do that. Yun ang ano ko.
Exactly. Not only, when it comes to relationships or falling in love, even when they wanted support from you, because if they see you are VIP 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that means you are a gifter, and then makita nila yung mga gifts sent mo, ang taas-taas, and then they wanted to be friends with you, or they want to follow you, but then only because they want to use you. Diba? Or they genuinely like you, they go there, they sit there, they stay there. Ako talagang na-overwhelm ako sa support ng yung dati doon sa old account ko, and now it's growing again with a new account na nag-start akong mag-open ng broadcast 50 people at a time, and then it'll grow until 180 to 300 people, and then they'll stay for more than 2.5 hours. And that is something
that's also because they're enjoying your live. So be proud of that. Nag-i-enjoy sila sa live mo. Not only kasi may mga ibang tao dyan mag-tune in lang But
for the tasking,
interacting with you, which is like the nicest thing. Pag nakikita mo na, hello, Tita Ganda, kumusta ka na? Ganyan, na-miss kita. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Mga ganun-ganun, diba? Ang sarap sa pakiramdam that these people remember you. And then they stay sa live mo, diba? Napakasaya nung ganun na scenario na, mas lalo kang driven tuloy, to entertain, diba?
And let me remind people that this is still a part of the cybercrime. Okay, punta naman tayo dun sa negative no. This is still a part of the cybercrime law. Merong mga kakaibat na rules and regulations with regards to using this app. So, point 1, please be very careful in sending out photos to people. Be careful in sending out
Yes, oh my God, yes. That's so
your
real.
videos. Be careful sending out videos and your personal information. Don't get too caught and overwhelmed by, they want to see me, they wanted to do this and do that, because it might be used outside and then hindi nyo alam, binibenta na pala yung picture nyo
Oy,
na
uso ng
sobrang-
extortion ngayon, kahit wala kang pera, gagawin mo ang paraan para extort ka nila. Kasi they'll ask money in exchange to that. So, believe it or not, as sa desperation ng mga tao these days, they are capable of doing that.
And then very recently, nahack nga yung account ko, and I lost a lot of followers, a lot of diamonds, a lot of gold coins.
You and me both. That happened to me as well. I mean, when I started, I was mga 6 months siguro ako sa Star Maker. And nahack din ang account ko because nga VIP 6 ka, nag-VIP 7, nakita nag-gifter ka, and nakikita kasi nila yung history mo.
Oh, but iba naman yan, may sinisindikato. Ano ba yan? May sindikato pa din. But then, you redeem yourself and put yourself together and create a new one. Diba? Just like you created Tita Ganda 2.0.
What did I tell you? Tita Ganda 2.0, better and stronger. So now, it applies to you. Diba? Boss Jan ng SF Family. Better.
Sweeter.
Version 2.0. Sweeter na ba?
Sweeter and
Hindi.
tastier.
Alam mo, hindi rin. Pabebe.
Well,
Parang mas mababagay yung pabebe.
Oo nga, Diyos ko, at this age. Pero nag-enjoy pa rin ako. Pero syempre talagang nakakadampen ng spirit. Sabihin na natin na it's just an app. It's something that became a daily part of our lives. Diba? We spend an hour or so doing our live shows. Tapos may mga tasking pa. So na-part na siya ng routine. And then suddenly, things like this happen. So, what is my point in saying this? Let us be very careful. First, who
be
do we
mindful over decision making.
Who do we follow and who we accept on our PKs at yung mga multi, yung mga pinapaakit-akit natin dyan, dahil meron din dyan mga psychologically impaired people who would play with their stuff. I don't know why. They need they need such a huge audience to actually play
I'm
around.
glad sa 1 year, more than a year na career ko sa Star Maker, never pa naman nangyari yan. Because there are people that na nagmumultay na ako. There are people that had been begging, para iakyat ko sila, para, they're on screen and stuff like that. Sabi ko, no, I don't know you that well. Sabi ko, I'm not really comfortable, diba? Unless na I know you, then sige, i-up kita, ganun. But for now, let's just leave it at this.
Oh, bigla ka na lang magugulat. Bigla ka na lang magugulat. Meron na lang tao dyan na, are doing crazy things. All right. So moving back, going back on track with regards to relationships, diba? We meet a lot of people along the way. Let us not misinterpret niceness of people. Equals to love na. If a person is being nice, is being kind, and is being polite, probably just because he or she is that kind of person, or ano ka lang talaga, he's just being friendly. Pero more than anything else, set boundaries. Para hindi ko yata nagawa.
That's very important. Ewan ko, Lalag. Pero that's very important to set boundaries. Kasi like I told you, diba, nung unang interview ko sa Get Real TV, I said, I want them to know that I set boundaries. Pag di ako nag-comment dun sa, oh, you're so I think I'm in love with you. Can I court you? Or something like that, in that, yung sa sense na yun, kasi mapipil mo what are they up to? I'm not interested, so I won't entertain. And I set boundaries by not answering or replying back to them, Hindi ko ginagawa yun.
And there is such a thing as game. Like, play, trip, drama during a certain live show or during a certain session at a party room, sana doon lang yun, doon lang yun mag-close. And then when the time comes that, two people or a group of people would just like really fall in love and become really good friends, or couples would fall in love and they feel strongly about it and the relationship gets real online, waiting for the chance or the moment to actually just like meet up, nagiging showy na yung mga magkakaibigan. I love you, Tita Ganda. They'll shout at you while you're singing or while you guys are just chit-chatting sa multi-room. And then the manifestation of affection is through watching you sing, commenting on you while you're singing, shouting out.
Yes.
Sending you gifts.
Akalain mo ba may naka-appreciate ng pagkanta ko? Hello.
Oo, Ann Curtis.
Ikaw na mag-Ann Curtis.
Oo, and napakadaming Lilia Tadong. Hello.
Yes,
Jennifer.
hello Lilia.
Ayan.
Andiyan si Colette, si Jennifer Tataw na sobrang Colette. Ayan, hello.
Oo, maraming salamat po sa mga bagong pasok. What we are discussing
TKS
about,
family.
Is
nandiyan
online,
sila halos lahat,
online relationships, online friendships, when and where to stop. Diba? Yun yung natin.
Guys, you're part of this show. So anything that you want to talk about, or may mga opinions kayo over sa pinag-uusapan namin, discussion namin today, please, engage with us, diba? Like,
pero there's no denying that I am loving the fact.
Pero sandali.
Alam ko na yan eh. Alam ko na yung gagawin mo.
Oo, sorry direct. Kailangan okrayin ko yung CC Lalabs ko dito. Kasi mahilig siya na naka sweater lang, black sweater and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bakit ngayon naka-blazer?
Kasi dapat si Doc dapat si Doc guest natin si Doc Rommel. Syempre naman, 'di ba? Kailangan naman mahanda naman tayo. Doc, nananawagan ako nasan ka man.
Ay, sandali pala Sisi. Baka makalimutan natin si Chen is there. Si
Francis.
Yes, Francis Villano.
Yes, diba? Of course.
Thank you so much, Sisi.
Ayan, napakaraming nagtutunin sa atin, yung iba hindi natin nakikita. But then, just to say, we would like to say hello to all our super friends.
Yes, hello everyone. Marami pong salamat. Nagkukulitan lang po kami dito discussing
about. Oo, dahil hindi dumating yung guest namin nakatulog.
Pretty much, no? Oo nga, nakatulog siya. LDR relationship, online or virtual relationship, friendship, or kung ano-ano pang mga dyan na, and trying to teach people to be aware of, knowing these people that you engage with, that you, you talk to. Mahirap kasi yan in these days. Alam mo,
and
sa totoo
number
lang, ang dami ng mga manloloko ngayon.
Number one, do not give out any personal information to people, especially date of birth, email addresses, your phone number, because they'll get right into your account. Yan.
Dito
Numero
sa US,
yan.
social security,
Yes, socials, anything. Yung mga makikita mo naman, yung pinpoint mo naman yung mga signs. I wanted to send you something, I wanted to do this to you, I wanted to add you on my phone book. Guys, just be careful on that. And then more so, take care of your hearts,
social media is a start of, I mean, it's dangerous, to be honest with you. It's dangerous.
It is.
You don't know people. You don't know who you get along with. You don't know, what they are. Minsan nga, merong mga nagkakaroon ng relasyon only to find out that this person pala is married. Oh my God, ang sakit, diba?
Parang gusto ko manabunot ng tao pag ganyan na yung isa.
Oo, grabe. Wag naman ganun, guys.
Wag tayong maglaro ng, though we have a fun part or playtime inside, wag tayong maglaro ng feelings ng mga tao because after all, there are people who are really sincere with their work as a broadcaster in any social media app. I've been CC before all these apps came out. I started doing Facebook Lives back like 8 years ago when I started Get Real TV before we got into PHLV radio. At napakarami dyan na maraming ka ma-encounter ng mga tao who's just out there to use you, to use your connections to do something.
You've been in the industry, so you know more than I do. You've been here for how long, diba? It may not be sa Star Maker, but in social media, you've been there, done that. You're in a radio station, so alam mo yung mga kalakaran, and you know if a person is being real or not. So be aware po. Beware. Alam ni Titi
napakadaming mga flags, red flags at the onset of any online conversations. And let us just be aware, be careful, selectively, when you watch things on social media, diba, mag-ingat tayo kasi not everything that you see and you watch or you hear online is for real. So some of them may be fake news, so you just discern kung ano yung totoo at ano yung tama. So just like with the app that we are currently using, Mapas Mule pa yan, Mapas Star Maker, ayusin natin yung reality versus doon sa fantasy world na meron tayong tatalon. It's just like being in show business.
And that's what I always say, Star Maker is like a fantasy world, like you could create a world around you na ayon sa gusto mo, because it's not, I mean, a lot of people are real. I'm not gonna, say na hindi, lahat na nakakasilimuha mo, hindi totoo. Pero we live in a fantasy na, ito, si ganito, ganyan. That's just how you know the person. You don't even really know this person ng totohanan, diba? Because this is how they represent themselves, diba?
Kaya nga lilipad na ako. Parang alis na ako. Teka lang, let me.
Kaya may dyan, may mga ngapit bahay at masaya naman ako. Like I said, go at enjoy yung moment na yan.
For those who are actually going through that route, validate your feelings or validate, like even for friendship, tayo will validate all that when we meet each other in November if we're going to the Philippines or you even flying over here to New York prior to that. Diba? Kasi sayang yung oras spent, diba? Developing the friendship kung hindi naman magkikita-kita. Pero darating ang panahon na magkikita-kita. Titignan natin kung paano mag-flourish. And I'm really very excited about, us meeting. Napakadami na nangyari sa atin in the span of like 1.5 months. I met you guys.
I know, right?
Baby Shark has now a new single coming out. I got you and have you as a sister and a co-host, in this show. And then our family is growing and growing and growing and growing. And it's just crazy.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing, diba?
Oo, sana magkaroon ng kabuuan yung pangarap ng bawat isa sa atin. And when it comes to relationship, diba? Magiging seryoso ako doon sa And when it comes to relationship, segue ako.
And
validate those feelings. Ang sarap ng pakiramdam when there are kilig
Alam
moments.
Mo, hindi masamang kiligin, pero validate the feeling, diba? I-validate mo through maybe meeting up with this person. And I feel like if you have a good connection, a good rapport with this person, I don't see why not, diba? Bakit patatagalin pa? Especially, nasa US lang naman tayo, diba? Bakit hindi?
Hindi, sabi nga, diba? The souls that are alike would be drawn whether or not you see that person in real life, pero madodraw talaga. Kasi may iba naman na wala.
Like you said, i-quote kita, like you said, parang itinadhana. Kita mo instead na malungkot ka ngayon because nawala yung old account mo, i-quote ka talaga to. Na bigla ngayon parang binigyan mo ng magandang reason, you had a good outlook on what had happened to you instead of, di ba, malungkot ka na, bakit gano'n nawala yung account ko, ano nangyari? No, but, you look at it na, parang tadhana na nagsasabi kasi ngayon nakakapiki ko na siya kasi US ang account ko. Alam mo yung mga gano'n? Ano ba?
Well,
ayan na, lumalabas ang pagkababli ko. Sorry po.
Napakasarap ng pakiramdam, and whether or not it is online or offline, shall I say, or in real life. there's always those people that we will meet along the way that will make a difference or will
Yes.
change our outlook in life.
Sabi ni Angie Enad, naghahanap ako ng boyfriend, wag mong hanapin yan, darating yan. Tingnan mo nga si Sisi dyan, diba?
Oo, walang forever. May mga madaming mga nagko-comment, and before I actually close the discussion, laglag, sabi niya, naghahanap ng boyfriend, hindi hinahanap. But let me close the discussion or making a conclusion that yes, it is possible to get into anything that who you've met online and you strongly feel for, and then move it to the next level, step by step by step by step. And every day is a learning process about who you want to meet, who you want to be part of your life in that circle, and who do you want to be real life friends or real life partners, or be it kunyari business, diba? Kasi just like that, Star Maker became a business partner of mine. We had a contract, artist program. So, hindi natin alam, diba? So, the only thing is, let us be real. Let us be genuine.
Yes. And in our case, let me just reiterate this. When you came along, parang napaka-surreal to see this happening sa amin. And like, in-interview mo lang ako, ngayon, co-host mo na ako. Diba? Ang sarap sa feeling. And then, syempre, ang mga friends natin dyan, kapatiran natin sa Star Maker are also flourishing, from all these blessings that are happening. Hindi ko sinasabi that, do not trust a person, but then validate that, yung credibility, credentials ng tao. If this person has good intentions sa'yo, then good for you. But, hindi natin alam if everyone else has the same intention as this other person had, sa'yo to make a career, to make you a prodigy and stuff like that. Mahirap. So, hindi porke pinangakuan ka, ay hugot, hindi porke pinangakuan ka natutuloy, diba? Kaya, hindi po lahat na nagsasabi at nakangiti sa'yo ay nagpapakatotoo sa inyo, diba? Pwedeng nakangiti yan na parang aso, sabi nga nila. So, don't trust too much. Yun lang nga masasabi natin dyan.
Basta para sa akin, don't do unto others what you don't want people to do unto you.
Yes.
So,
the golden rule. Always remember that.
Palagi yan. And always remember that there are choices and chances that people make in life. And whether or not they are online or offline relationships, enjoy the moment. Live it. Be happy. But then be cautious, be aware of the environment that you are getting yourself into. It's a beautiful blessing that we have technology nowadays, and communication is made easy. Just like this, you and I in one show, whether dati nasa studio lang nagbo-broadcast, everything is made easy due to technology, and let us use that technology in making this world a better place to live in, instead of making it like, something that's corrupt and
scamming
abuso,
people,
scheming.
Ano naman po yan diba? Yung mga schemes na na yan, and let me just say it, that's always on you guys. There's no one to blame but you guys. You cannot say na, itong taon to pinagkatiwalaan ko, hindi. It's because nagtiwala to. And just like in the relationship, diba, sabi ko sa'yo, it's a choice that you make. Kung nasaktan ako may kasalanan nun kasi ako yung may kagagawan nun sa sarili ko because I have options. I could choose, diba? But yung choice ko is something pala na nakakasakit sa akin, then it's on me. I cannot blame the other person, to say na sinaktan ako kasi ganito, ganyan. But no, in reality, it's you. It's you that did it to yourself.
Wala. So, there's nobody to be blamed but you. You have to be very responsible with everything that you do. So in closing, you do your closing remarks or you do your closing thank you, Cici, before we finally say goodbye.
Mag-thank you tayo sa lahat ng TKSF family na dumating ngayon. Andyan na mag-shoutout lang tayo sandali. Andyan si Kuya Bibong, ang ate ko, si Chuchay. Nandiyan dyan si Lilia Tadong, si Jen Colette, si Jingle Bell, sino pa ba nakalimutan ko? Sila Mia, sila Mickey D, si Emmanuel. Diba? Start na natin tawagin talaga siyang Emmanuel para mas gusto ko na ngayon yon. Andyan ang ate ko, si Paula, si Chuchay, of course. Andyan din sino pa ba ang mga nandyan? Sa lahat po ng mga nandito ngayon, sige, Bibong, si Sir Rafi, marami pong salamat for always supporting our show. And, love not war, sabi nga nila. But then again, we're in, this application now, social media, be responsible, not only to other people, but mostly to ourselves. Pangalagaan natin ng sarili natin, protektahan natin, and don't put ourselves in danger. Kasi po, dapat maging, maging mapagmatsyag. Diba? Okay lang kiligin, wag lang mafo-fall. Yun ang diba?
Medyo mahirap yan. Ayan. Thank you so much, Sherlene. At sa lahat ng mga viewers or ng mga friends natin who are watching right now or who would watch this later on for a replay. Whatever apps or tool that you are using or a venue that you are at or a platform that you're at, comes responsibility in using this. And let us always remember that there are a lot of people out there who is just right at the forefront of doing the good or the bad. So tayo din, we also have to know when to set our boundaries and limits. We must understand what are the responsibilities and consequences of being in such relationship or being in such situation, whether be it friendship or in business or anything. But at the end of the day, it's something that you do, that you'll find joy and that you make you smile, and then making it, a daily routine or making it a part of your life because you so love what you do. So in everything that you do, always remember, it's always a choice. It's a blessing and a curse, to be famous when you are in any platform. But there's always a choice to actually be where you are at. If for those broadcasters, kasi sinishare ko to sa Star Maker, for all those broadcasters who are starting to become verified broadcasters or legitimate broadcasters, just keep on doing what you guys love. Enjoy your contents and create beautiful memories with the people who watches you and supports you. Mm-hmm. And in the event that anything happens, diba? Always remember, it takes one step at a time to build or rebuild anything. So, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nanood today. And I would like to say thank
everyone.
You personally sa beauty buffet, sa aking magandang kilay. At
ay nako, at salamat din, blooming ang Sisi Lalabs ko ngayong araw na to. Grabe.
Oo, and of course, I would like to say thank you to Bella Skins Collection.
Happy birthday daw. Sino may birthday? Bradfoot, sabi ni Bradfoot.
Oh, for taking care of me. Oh, Bradfoot. Oh my God. Hello. Ang aming kaibigan sa... Oo, Bradfoot. Ang si Mang Bitoy ng mga super friends namin nasa I don't know, parang nasa Idaho. Yan. Shout out sa mga nasa Idaho. But thank you, Bella Skins Collection, for actually taking care of me and for sending me the V-Pro, just making sure that I am protected, another layer of protection. Tita Feli, thank you for the peanuts and for the CVC coffee. And maraming salamat, of course, Marco Not Polo, both Facebook and, of course, Star Maker and YouTube.
Yes!
Maraming salamat po. Soon we'll be releasing the single of Emmanuel. Palakpakan natin yan. And congratulations.
Abangan natin yan.
Sa mga bagong sign artists. Of course, none of this will be happening without the help of our PHLV radio family in Las Vegas. Of course, Tita Josie Harrison.
Making it happen.
Yes, and of course, ang ating ever na the man of the hour, who's always there for us to take care of everything that is related to our show and all the shows in PHLV. Sir Johan, thank you.
Thank you.
Can't thank you enough. And of course, this show will not be alive if for not for all our friends and subscribers and to all our listeners and viewers. Always remember, guys, this is just the beginning of our lifetime adventure together. Please do check out our page, PHLV Radio, and you can download the app, PHLV Radio. Yan, on both Google and Apple Store. Yan, nandiyan yan. And check out our streams, diba, sa radio app natin. So, thank you very much. It has been It has been a wonderful week. Sayang na-miss natin si Doc. Hopefully, we'll do a reschedule.
This has been a wonderful day kasi blooming si Cici Lalabs.
Shout out
Parang ako nagkikris Aquino dito. Grabe.
Shout out to everybody. Always
No,
remember
I'm happy
to
for
live.
you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much. Always remember to live, laugh, and love. And this has been a great night, of course, with my co-host Sherlene and of course with the rest of you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy the rest of the evening. Magandang gabi po. Get real on PHLV Radio.
Just like a friend from back home. This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV.